Hi guys, welcome to our channel Cricket Auction. So in this video we're going to talk about the IPL retention rules that have been recently released by the BCCI. So yes, having the 2025 IPL in context, definitely we have few changes, and most importantly, I think Indian and foreign players, both of them, have a few benefits, and a few of the rules have been changed as well. Keeping in mind the demands of the franchisees, and a lot of context. I mean, the previous seasons kept in mind, and what is good for the team. From both aspects. I think from both cricketing aspects, the interest of the franchisees, and even the business aspects in mind, so to say. So, firstly, starting up, the most important rule is that you can retain up to 6 players. That is, every side can have a combination of 6 players, whereby the maximum limit of capped players is 5, and the maximum limit of uncapped players is 2. And talking about the uncapped player rule, there is this rule, symbolizing, a very important factor. They have kept it as number 7, rule number 7 as well, the BCCI, while releasing these rules. It is that any player who hasn't played any form of international cricket in any format, that is T20I, One Day International or Test cricket, can now be eligible to play as an uncapped player in the IPL. The first name that comes to everybody's mind is definitely MS Dhoni, and I think definitely the Chennai Super Kings management will be pretty much very happy with this decision. And most importantly, most of us are forgetting the other players as well. The likes of Amit Mishra, Piyush Chawla, the likes of Sandeep Sharma. I think Rajasthan Royals as well. If you can get a player at 4 crore, so the salary cap of an uncapped player is rupees 4 crore. So in that regard, if you can get someone like Sandeep Sharma at 4 crore for the Rajasthan Royals, these are examples. I mean, there are many players, at least I think 4 or 5 players, and most importantly, this only is contextual to the Indian players, only applies to Indian players and doesn't apply to the foreign players, because if you can have foreign players as well, there are a lot of options, so to say. The first name that comes to my mind is definitely Sunil Narine. He's played his final international game in August 2019. So from there on in 5 years to this point, he can definitely he can play as an uncapped player, but keeping in mind this only applies to Indian players. Sunil Narine can only be retained as a cap player if KKR wants to. Right then, so the next rule, it is that now there is an important rule in the context of the salary of the players. Right then, so from now on in, every player that will be featuring in the 11, as far as any side is concerned, they will have a match fee of 7.5 lakhs per game. This is barring their auction price, right? So that's a very, very important point to be noted. And if this will also give a monetary benefit to the players, and just the fact that you will have to give the best for every team, and most importantly, if every side can, or rather every player can play 14 games. Let's take for instance, a player just goes for his base price, that is nearly, let's say, 20 lakhs in the auction. Right, so for that kind of a player, just that motivation to perform in every game, and to ensure that he should feature in every game in the 11. So that is a huge boost to every player, and if they can do that, just a mental calculation, right? So in excess of 1 crore you can actually earn if you can play 14 games. So yes, that monetary benefit is also there, and yes, so that is a very good thing. And as far as Indian players are concerned, this will play a huge role. And most importantly, as far as foreign players are concerned, there is a new rule that you cannot register in the mini auction now. You are only eligible to register in the mini auction if you are already taken part in the mega auction, right? So if there is a player who's not interested to register in this mega auction, that is IPL 2025, they will not be able to register in the upcoming auctions. Right, so this is a new rule that has come in place, and more importantly, why is this done? This is done to ensure that the players don't get excess money, or rather there should be a little bit of fairness in the amount allocated to the players. So in that sense, definitely this is a very good rule brought in by the BCCI, and more importantly, so at the last moment, if there is any kind of a withdrawal from a player, you will be banned for 2 years from the IPL. So that is a new rule that has been taken into context. And most importantly, we have to look at the fact that if there are any medical issues involved in it, I think that should be, or rather that will be taken care by the franchisee itself. So those are few rules that are brought in by the BCCI. Right then, so these are few important rules that we talk about. And as far as the player retentions are concerned, we initially spoke for a fact that there are 6 players who will be retained, who can be retained either in the form of the initial retention or in the form of RTM, that is the right to match card. So keeping all this in mind, what I really feel is that in this particular auction, the Indian players have been given a little bit of let's say more cushion. Right, so this is the Indian Premier League, and you want Indian talents to come up. We've seen a lot of Indian talents come up, in the past 1.5 decades through this biggest league, the richest league till date. So definitely, in that sense, it's very, very good to see BCCI bringing these rules. Right then, so these are some important rules, and keeping all these in mind, the most important thing is that now the BCCI has ensured that you don't have restrictions on the number of Indian and foreign players that you pick. So that's a very, very important thing to keep in mind. So yes, those are few rules, and definitely every franchisee from now on will have that, and most importantly, they will have a month's time. And if I'm not wrong, yes, they have to submit the retentions list. The franchisees have to submit the retentions lists before October 31st. So in that regard, teams will now start to think about all the retentions and the combinations as well, because not necessarily that you need to pick all the 6, because if you're going to pick all the 6 players, or rather retain all the 6 players in the first round itself, so you will have 75 crores deducted from your purse. And the purse as well, purse limit now has been increased to 120 crores. So 75% of 120 crores is nearly close to 65% of your purse. So in that sense, I think teams will think to retain maybe 3 or 4 players, 3 or 4 core players whom they cannot afford to let inside the auction, right? And then have that 2 or 3 RTMs to ensure that they can use that in the auction table. So those are few things that teams can keep in mind. And yes, talking about that, to ensure that you have a proper purse in hand, they'll have all the combinations in mind, and most importantly, the uncapped player as well will cost you rupees 4 crores. So all that permutations and combinations they'll definitely keep in mind. Right then, guys, so this was a brief video about the IPL retentions. Barring that, we've had very good international cricket action all around. India winning against Bangladesh 2-0 the test series, and things going really good. Lot of cricketing action around us. So we'll keep you posted consistently. Thank you very much, guys. If you like this video, please like and share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.